Hello babes, so welcome back to my channel. You guys wanted to see this video, so here it is. Hopefully you guys are all doing pretty good. The other thing I wanted to mention to you guys that I've never mentioned on camera, but one of you guys actually posted it on your IG story and it was so super sweet. So basically, for any YouTubers that you guys are watching, any creators that are creating content for you guys during this time and that you just love to watch and you really appreciate their content, if you guys are not aware, if you guys don't skip the ads, it does help us out. It's not the easiest time to be like, yay, let me create content, you know what I mean? And so many of you have, you know, messaged me, and I don't want to get emotional, but like your videos are helping so much that you don't even know it. Knowing that, I feel like I can't just sit here and do nothing. A ton of people in need in so many ways that you guys can help out, but I think it's a very simple way that I don't think a lot of viewers are aware of. I mean, they are putting out content and doing the work, and if I enjoy watching them, why wouldn't I? So if you guys do want to support your YouTube creators and people that create content for you guys during this really rough time, that's what you can do. That's a very small thing that you guys can do. And also, if you guys just watch the video that they create, just show them support, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment. It does go a long way, just knowing that what we're doing and the content we're putting out is something that you guys are enjoying. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to my channel if this is your first video, or if you're kind of new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And also that bell so you guys get notified for all of my brand new uploads. And follow me on IG, it is at Macedo. So do you guys know what I'm gonna do with this? So you guys wanted to see this nail look that I have on right now. My cuticles look hella dry, but I don't want to oil them up because of what we're going to be doing. Obviously these are already done, but after I posted these, oh my god, I got so many DMs saying, are you going to show this tutorial? How did you do this? What did you use? I'm like, girl, I think I gotta do a tutorial. After I was done, I was like, well, watch yourself. Like, I was so impressed, and this was something that I was dreading. This is something I've been wanting to do for weeks, to be honest. You know what, I'm gonna take matters into my own damn hands. So if you guys don't know, I've been doing my nails from home, and I have 2 nail tutorials on my channel if you guys want to check them out. I'm only going to be showing you guys today, obviously, 1 nail because I have done all 10 of them and I'm not redoing this. So I'm gonna remove 1 off, which kind of hurts. Kind of hurts, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. If you mess up, who cares? I guess that's what I'm always afraid of, messing up, right? If you guys want to know how to do the set to actually get the nails on and get them strengthened and everything in the length that you want, there is a tutorial on my channel. I'll leave both of them down below. I've been getting this question so much. Is this the same set from your video? The answer is yes. These tips have been staying on, so I'm going to show you guys every single thing that we need, and I will link everything down below for you guys. I got these brushes that I meant to do these tips with, and I thought I wanted them to be a little bit more larger. I'm glad that they're not, because it allowed me to really get in there. One has like an angle to it, the other one is straight, and the other one is a really fine kind of tip. Then I have a buffer over here. So here's the thing, I have to explain stuff before I get started, you guys, because there's the whole thing. I don't want to make the intro long, but these are must know things before I get started, just believe me. What I had on was this base color. If you guys already have something very sheer and you don't want to redo your nails again, that's what I did. I did a little bit of a shortcut. So I used one of the sanding bits, and I just kind of buffed off just to make a little bit of a rough surface. That's what you're going to want to do if you guys already have a very sheer color. You guys can do this technique on natural nails. You guys can do this technique on artificial fake nails. So it doesn't matter. This is for everybody. Take away the top coat, basically. Take away the shine off of all of your nails to get started. Base color. So the 2 that I used was these 2 over here by I May Lee. So these ones I love. I got an actual set, but they are sold out on Amazon. I'm not sure if they have it back in stock, but you guys can also order from their website. So you guys can also get the base gel that was also sold out, and everyone was like, I can't find it. There's also like peachy tones you guys can choose. It's really personal preference. I'll show like swatches on camera so you guys can see which ones they are, and I will label them for you guys. The white, so I got this one by I May Lee again, and it's color 011. It's just a pure white gel, so I did use gel to make these tips. And then last but not least, top coat. I don't recommend putting a base coat on top of your background color. Put it before your base color, which is the pink. That's what I'm referring to. If you put it after the pink, before you start doing the white the white will stick to the base coat in certain areas, and what you're trying to do is get a very clean line, and you're going to do a lot of wiping with these guys. You do want to give your nail a nice shape before you put on the white, because after the white you don't want to be shaping, because on the sides the white's going to come off. So a nail file, and then I have over here some cotton swabs. I also have some rubbing alcohol. The rubbing alcohol is going to be our dipping solution. This is what's going to help us like clean up the tip once we're doing it. And I'm going to be using the cap as my little dipping cup. You're going to be needing a lamp. I can't believe how much they are gouging people on Amazon. Let's get started. So I just removed my middle finger. So we're gonna be going in with 0.22 first, and then the 0.65 is last. That's the one thing about sheer colors. I also have to match the other hand too. And sometimes you can press down a little bit harder on one hand than the other hand, so that's something you also have to keep in mind. What I like to do is long strokes, and I don't like to go all the way to the cuticle, and then at the end I just kind of like push my brush back here a little bit towards the cuticle, and that's how I get really super close. So we're just gonna cure this inside of our lamp for 30 seconds, color 65. This is what it looks like. So it's like very sheer. It definitely gives that extra like pop of pink, and it's like that perfect like rosy pink. Cure this inside of our lamp for 30 seconds. Once your nails dry, you're gonna just grab a cotton pad. I'm actually not using my little packets, but it's just wiping off any of the residue. Plus, while you're doing the white paint, you don't want any tackiness, because again, it's gonna get stuck. So I like to grab my white. You don't need that much right now, and you're gonna be using your very, very thin brush. I kind of envisioned my finger kind of continuing through my nail, and I wanted to grab the top. I did a dot right here. Now, can you guys see? If my finger were to continue all the way around, this is the point that it would hit. That's just what I followed. I felt like it was very easy to kind of follow. Then on my sides over here, you guys can see that they are deep. So I like to grab a point, and again, at this point, this is not permanent. So these are just little markings that I did to kind of mark where everything will kind of start and end. And it's kind of weird from doing it from this angle to show you guys. So yeah, if you kind of envision where your finger would kind of be, that's the point that I like to hit, and make sure that that point is right in the middle. And basically these guys on the side also determine how deep the sides are going to be. So I kind of like when my sides come up really nicely over there. What you're going to do is take a little bit more. This at this point does not have to be perfect. Grab this and go and connect to that dot, and I'm going to grab this side and bring it towards that dot as well. I think I need more paint on here, but y'all get the point. Basically, at this point, you are just making kind of like an outline. This does not have to be perfect at this point. So that's what I really don't want you guys to get caught up in, like, oh my god, mine's not perfect. Do y'all see mine? It's not perfect either. So at this point, again, you're just kind of making a marking of your actual shape. And the other tip, you guys, keep these guys away from your dryer when you guys are putting your hands in the dryer. So I like to keep it on the opposite side. The gel will dry on the brush, and you won't be able to use the brush anymore unless you soak it, but it's kind of very difficult. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna grab my rubbing alcohol, and I'm just gonna put a little bit inside of this cap. This is what we're going to be using as a solution to clean up our smile line, is what people call these. And what you're going to do is start to paint and get most of, you know, the white on. I found that I needed to do a good 3 layers. The fourth was only if I needed to kind of cap anything up that was kind of foggy or I could see through a little bit. You want to go close to what you kind of did, like that outline line, but you don't really need to go too close right now because we are going to crisp that up. But what you want to do is get really nice even coats, because you don't want any bumpiness or anything. So that's a really nice kind of even coat. The other option you guys can do, which I didn't, is you guys can kind of cap the tip over here right at the front edge and make it also white, but I just didn't. It doesn't really bother me. It's really kind of personal preference. Again, this does not have to be perfect. You guys will get it on your skin. Nothing to freak out about. This is not nail polish, it's gel polish. Now you're going to outline a little bit more of a, if you guys can get it on this try, perfect. But you're just going to grab where you were in the corner over there and follow that kind of outline, and you're probably thinking, oh, you just messed up what you did over there. It's fine. I was just telling you guys, like, that's what you want to do in the first coat. I like to do that thing. You guys don't have to. You can do this part first, but I kind of like to do the coat. It just gives me a better idea of how the tip is going to look, even though this is the preliminary. So then you're going to want to go from this end, and then you're going to want to follow. That's pretty clean. We're going to clean her up, but that's pretty clean. You can, again, go back in and do your first coat like that. So we did get some on the edges. Again, nothing to freak out about. And the reason why I like to follow that formula for every single nail is that it will keep it consistent, you guys. Dip your straight brush into your alcohol, and if you want, you can clean up the sides and kind of wipe it on your towel. You do actually want to rub it on a paper towel because you want it to be kind of lint free. Dip the angled brush into the alcohol. The alcohol is just going to help you get a really kind of crisp line throughout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this edge over here. Like, it gives you such a clean line, you guys, when you use the alcohol. I kind of like to see it from this angle. You don't want to put this into the dryer if this line back here is not proper, because once you dry it, that line ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna try to do it from this angle so you guys can see. I write with my right, so doing my right was a little bit harder, but honestly, you guys, not that much harder. I'd say like 10% harder. And you're gonna see, you're gonna like automatically adjust. And don't forget, you have a formula. See, if there's like, if I went too deep over there, that's such an easy fix, you guys. I have my little brush over here. I think there's too much on this brush, but you just fix it with this brush. Honestly, like, it's not, like, look how good that looks, you guys, and that's literally all freehand. So what I was gonna say is, with this brush, you don't want to miss the corners. It's something very easily that you can miss. You don't want to miss it. You want to go back in with this brush and make these corners really nice and kind of pop. See, I got some lint on here because I'm being stupid by using this towel. Again, you guys, this is, you know, gonna get easier as you go on. And I'm kind of just checking, but it looks pretty good to me. So I do want to go kind of over this just really quickly, like any kind of unevenness, like that's pretty good. If there's anything on the sides, please get it before you guys put it inside of the lamp. Now we're gonna cure this in our lamp for 30 seconds as our first layer. So everything is dry from our first layer. Again, our brush from over here. And what I like to do at this point is what we kind of did in the first step, is go in again and follow that line, but now we're trying to make everything like more white and more white as we kind of go on. And the other thing I find that helps when you guys are doing this is rotate your nail too. Like, look how smooth that just went by me just rotating my nail. And don't forget those sides. So at this point, you're really just building up the white and just each and every layer, trying to get it more and more, you know, less see-through until you really achieve that really bright white. I'm just gonna clean up the sides a little bit that I got on there. I'm just gonna grab a little bit more paint and go in on the corner right there. Over here too. Then I'm going to clean that up again. Okay, that looks really good, even though I did it from this angle. I was kind of nervous to do it on camera because I'm like, watch it not turn out, but you really cannot go wrong with this formula. We're gonna put it back into the dryer again for another 30 seconds. Honestly, leave your thoughts down below. Like, do you find that this looks easier than it actually is? Because honestly, you guys, I really think it's not that hard. I mean, I'm doing it on camera with you guys on such a weird angle, I can't even tell you. So this is our third layer, and I'm just, again, covering it up. And you're gonna do the last kind of really white layer. So again, go from the corner and then use your nail and rotate. So see how my nail is slowly rotating? It's really gonna help you. This is actually quite relaxing, you guys. I know it looks like really stressful, but it's not. If it rotates, look how smooth that is compared to like your hand doing it, you know what I mean? The other thing when you guys are doing the last coat is make sure that you're covering also the sides when you guys are doing the layers, because you don't want to dry it and then your sides are not, you know, fully covered. So I need more alcohol. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm like a super like perfectionist, so I like to clean that up. So we're just going to again go in. You can put a little bit more on your brush right now, but we're really gonna go in and do kind of the last layer. You really want to get good coverage, and you can really go super close up to that line at this point that you've kind of made kind of your outline. And again, I feel like the fourth coat is kind of just covering what kind of looks a little bit kind of see-through, but that's totally fine. I did a fourth coat for a lot of my nails. So this is our third coat. We're gonna cure this inside of our lamp for 30 seconds. All right, y'all, we're on our very last layer. This is really to kind of like finish it off, and it also depends on how thick you put it, but I really don't recommend you guys putting it on thick. So with this coat, you're really gonna wanna go in and don't forget, you guys, when you put it inside of the lamp, for each individual coat, make sure that your line, like your outline over here, your smile line, is really clean. So let's dry it up for another 30 seconds. All right, guys, so this is basically the finished tip. Make sure you put a nice decent layer of top coat on your nail just to give it that beautiful finish. The other thing I like to do is kind of put a little bit on the front over there just to kind of seal up. But again, nice long strokes, and obviously to the back. This turned out so good on camera. Let me know what you guys think down below about the technique that I used, if you guys feel like it's gonna be nice and easy. I'm gonna cure this time for 60 seconds inside of my UV LED lamp. The last thing we're gonna wanna do is again grab a cotton swab, some alcohol, and you do want to, mine is a no wipe top coat, but I still like to do it. And then last but not least, you guys, we're going to be putting some, that's why my cuticles were hella dry, the jojoba oil on top of our cuticles, and I like to massage it. But yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I'm going to show you guys the reveal and the full set over here. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this technique. I feel like it's so much more easier to do it this way, and I felt like I could get really nice consistency on both hands too. You can also do this with so many different colors. If you guys want green tips, baby pink tips, purple tips, use the exact same thing. So just get creative, and don't forget to share them with me if you guys do them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. You're going to surprise yourself. The method is the exact same thing like I mentioned on every single nail, so you cannot mess up. It's such a classy look. It's something that you just can't get tired of. I feel like I could wear this for like 2 or 3 weeks. I had so much fun doing these, honestly, and just remember, you guys, just because they don't come out perfect, it is your first time. Don't be too hard on yourself. Please, if you guys do these nails, make sure you guys tag me on your IG story. I'd love to see them. Subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell so you guys get notified for all of my brand new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of my beautiful babes in my next video.